Before I start, I just want to tell you guys how proud I am to be up here and how blessed I am to be a part of this group. My name is Kate Owens, and I want to be your next national educator. I've been a hairdresser for 10 years, behind the chair, working with Paul Mitchell Systems. I just had a huge blessing in my life. I've been able to open my own salon, which is a Focus salon. And with a company like Paul Mitchell behind me, I've been able to become very successful. Why I'm here today, I would like to share some knowledge about the Awapui Wild Ginger line with you. And I'd also like to share some styling techniques along with some pro tools. I can tell you that bringing in the Wild Ginger line for me at my salon has really bumped our take home big time. We can't keep it on the shelf. And also, what would it mean to you guys if I could tell you that you could sell take home to clients, to guests that haven't even come in your shop before or heard of you? That's pretty cool. For God forbid you have a slow Tuesday and a woman comes in and buys a boatload of product and you've never even seen her before. She's never even heard of you. I can tell you how that can happen. I had a little old man come in my shop one day, and he came in and he said, "Do you have our powder? And my wife needs some cream, some hydro cream whip. What's this our powder?" And I'm looking at my girls and I'm blowing somebody dry and I'm like, "Who is this guy? Oh my gosh, what's going on?" So I asked the girls after, I said, "Who was that guy? What's up?" I think he bought, I don't know, maybe $40 worth of take home. And I said, "Girls, who is this guy?" And they said, "We forgot to tell you. We registered you in the Awapui site with Paul Mitchell." And that says something to me about the company that's behind me, that they made a site for these products that I put in my salon name, and if anybody in my area is hunting wild ginger, they can come see me and get it. So not only have I put a couple extra buckaroos in my pocket, I have also put myself on the map. That has definitely bumped our sales at the shop. Now, today I'd also like to share with you this soft and smoothing technique. This is my friend Deb. Can everybody say hi to Deb? Hi, Deb. She also brought her friends with her. Nellie, Kelly, Shelly, and Ellie. Don't forget Deb. She's my star. Now Deb has a beautiful, beautiful, smooth, sleek style. This was created with the Wild Ginger Awapui line. I brought her over to the wash house and we started with moisturizing lather shampoo. Now, what's everybody's big complaint about sulfate-free shampoo? What do they say?
It doesn't lather.
It doesn't lather. What does this say on the front of this? Moisturizing lather shampoo. Our sulfate-free line lathers, which is exciting. I followed it up with a keratin cream rinse. Now, let me just back up for a second. This shampoo hydrates and is sulfate-free. The keratin cream rinse that I followed the shampoo up with is detangling and reviving. And I'd just like to touch real quick on the Wild Ginger Awapui line. This line is 30 years in the making. 30 years meets technology. Why that is? Paul Mitchell found that in Hawaii, the natives used the wild ginger root for healing properties. They drank it, and they rubbed it all over themselves, they rubbed it on their hair, and I guess they must have looked good because that came into our Paul Mitchell lines, brands, 30 years ago. We met that with sulfate-free, keratin, all those hot names this year. That's the hot stuff if you have a sulfate-free line, if you have a keratin line. And what that does is, keratin is made, hair is made of 80% keratin. We lose keratin on a daily basis from mechanical, chemical, And I'm not sure what the other one is, but if I think of it, I'm gonna get back to you. What is it?
UV.
UV, okay, okay. Mechanical, chemical, and environmental. Thank you, you smart, lovely people. You just saved my mind. So with those three things, we lose keratin. With the Keratriplex, which is done at the wash house, a 2-step intensive conditioning treatment. With those 2 steps and the technology from Paul Mitchell, you can improve a guest's hair 80%. You can improve color fadage. You can increase shine with this wild ginger line. Now, she did have a little treatment before she was shampooed, and I brought her back to my station, and what I did was I had a couple pumps of the styling treatment oil, which I ran through her ends, and the styling treatment oil is silky and ultra light. I followed that up with a Hydra Cream Whip, ran it through. I took my Paul Mitchell detangling antimicrobial comb and evenly distributed the product. And then I started the dry. Now this is where the magic happens, my friends. And it is. So, with my Express Ion Turbo Light Dry and my 413 sculpting brush, I began to flat wrap around my friend Deb's head. Now, flat wrapping is a technique created by Paul Mitchell to get the majority of the wet out, and it gives it versatile styling. So what we're gonna do, and I like to do this if I'm having fun at the shop. Did you guys know the Cupid Shuffle? Have you guys ever heard of it? So the first thing I do with my dryer, and my dryer following my brush, following my 413 sculpting brush, come together. That's, bless you, that's where the magic happens. So what I do is the Cupid Shuffle. I go to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Then what do? Sing it with me. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Then what you do is blow it round the head, blow it round the head. See if you'll ever forget that. Then, once I get the majority of the wet out, doing the Cupid Shuffle around my client's head, which they enjoy, you know, if it's someone fun, you know, put a little action in there. Then follow it with the 407, which I did a little leafing. Now, with this brush, I get a little more pull, and it's rounded, so I can really get that smooth, smooth edge. Let me tell you why the magic happens when I use these 2 tools together. This, and then I finished it up with my Express Ion round brush. Just because in the front and around the edges, I really wanted to get those ends under. So, with my Express Ion Turbo Light Dry and this brush together, we made it happen. Express Ion Complex is infused in the nozzle and the barrel of my blow dryer, and it is also infused in these round brushes, in the barrel and in the bristles. Negative ions, volcanic minerals, and far infrared heat allow me to dry hair 60% faster. This brush heats up, also speeds dry time. If you want to have a quick dry, make your life a little easier, let's make it happen with these tools together. It's going to blow dry hair from the inside out. Once I got her drying smooth, I followed it up with the Express Ion Style. Goes to 400, the temperature gauge goes up to 400 degrees. It has a 9-foot swivel cord. It has infused the Express Ion Complex, infused in the plates. It also has silicone strips on the edge, which allows me to not only smooth, but I can ribbon curl and I can flip. 3 tools in one, you guys. That's value to me. I'll also tell you, once I got her styled and smooth, I finished it off with the Shine Spray. It is illuminating and it's conditioning, and I also used it double time as a heat protectant. To finish it up, I used the finishing spray. Then I knocked some stuff over. Followed it with the finishing spray. Firm hold, natural finish. She looks gorgeous. You guys, she loves Aoi so much, she asked for the colors straightening her hair. I gave it to her. Also, with this system, you can create the same styles again. A woman comes in your salon and she sits in your friend's chair next to you.
Okay, that's your time.
Aww.
Thank you.